from Peaceville Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Our Air Podcast. I'm your host, Mal Stu. With me today is...
Keenan Cupit.
Keenan Cupit here. Jesse Reynolds. Our Air Podcast. Don't forget, shout out Real Property Management.
Real Property Management, Karen, Lynchburg Division. Shout out Tommy. Like you said, we got Keenan Cupit in the house today. Keenan, how you feeling, bro?
Feeling good. Thank y'all for having me. For real.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
What do you think about the setup?
I like it. I like it. I like the lights. You got the merch in the back.
We're literally going to tear it down tomorrow and paint the room black.
I think we went out all like this because we literally almost couldn't do none of this because we were locked out early. Long story, but...
yeah, we locked out of the office for a little while. Don't tell Tommy about
this
that.
Is extra because this almost didn't happen, so... But yeah, dude, I guess I'll jump right into it. So, let's talk about... I didn't get which one I was going to ask first, but... Let's see.
How's college been, I guess, first of all? How's Orlando?
Really good experience.
4 years?
Yeah, 3 years, 3.5.
Nice. Graduate early?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Very nice.
It was nice. It was nice to go down there and see, experience, I guess, different things, come from Forest, it's not, I've been back for
college in Florida, that's a dream, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's the fun stuff is there, definitely.
We all went down there, didn't you?
We met up in Miami.
We was in Miami
for spring break a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Off record.
That'll be on the uncensored version of the podcast. Where's Brian?
Brian, how you doing? Where's my man Brian?
It's his birthday today. Shout out Brian. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday,
Shout out Brian.
I think he's turning 28 today.
Yes.
But yeah, shout out Brian, man.
Yeah, that was fun, man. I enjoyed my time. Had my fun there and learned a lot, how to be, mindful of stuff. Florida's a crazy place, so having my fun, but also just not
having too much.
Yeah, not getting too comfortable out there. That's why I said came with that experience in the fun side of it.
Sure.
Most.
So you talked about you just graduated recently from there. Congratulations on that again.
Appreciate it.
I seen there was a interdisciplinary studies.
Yes, sir.
That strikes me as like you want to be like a principal or like some sort of like community leader.
Nah, what that is like, what it's doing now is like you take two fields that you want to focus on, your studies on, and it could be anything, for real. So my two studies were, because at first I was a kinesiology major.
I remember that.
I decided I didn't want to do that anymore, and then so I switched. But my two areas of study were health and behavioral sciences, and I have a minor in leadership. So what I want to do is I want to be a behavioral analyst with kids with behavioral issues and help them lead a right path of being able to like cope with those issues and just lead a not a normal life, but a life able to provide for themselves and while dealing with what they have to deal with. So that's what I'm going to school for. Oh, I went to school for it, and I plan to get my master's in behavioral analysis to help build my resume with that.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
You think you can relate to people that maybe like look like you, came from the same background, or like giving them that platform, that kind of like catalyst that they maybe wouldn't have otherwise. Say you didn't do this, stepping into that role.
In terms of like what I went to school for?
No, I'm just saying that's like I could see that's a great career path for you.
Yeah.
Like after football for sure.
Yeah. I just want to do it because my mom, she did a lot with the Special Olympics when I was younger, and like I was just around that when I was a kid, so it kind of, that struck my interest, and just having certain family members that struggle with the same issues and just seeing how they struggle. That's what really made me passionate about something like that.
Yeah.
When it means more like that, you're going to be better at it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
comes from a great family. Shout out Hope Cupid.
Shout out.
I love the Cupid family for real.
Shout out Big 55.
Yeah.
She'll tell everybody she's been 55 since she's been 35.
Yeah.
She finally got there.
Happy birthday. Miss Cupid.
She looks great.
Yeah, she still does though.
Speaking of that, like along those family type terms, let's talk about this man that was a dog. Let's talk about this one dog from Bishop McDevitt High School out of PA. Went on to JMU back in the 80s. Tell us about how like your pops plays a factor in pretty much your character development, football, your decision making, to go to UCF, all that.
Everything. Through that whole process, 'cause he's been through it. So, and ever since I've been a kid, he was like, he's gonna go through this process. So he's been grooming me for that since I've been good at football since, 3rd grade, basically. So
Yeah, when did that kind of start? Like the conversations start. Like you got what it takes to kind of get to the next level.
my dad was telling me that when
You came out the womb.
Before I even started playing.
He knew
Before I
it.
even started playing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because really my dad didn't really want us to play football. He wanted, well, I wouldn't say he didn't want us, but he never forced it on us. He would just let them, he would be like, if they come to me with it, then all right, let's go. So my brother, he came to my dad with it. And then I was a little bro, so I was at the practices and stuff. So that is what influenced me to want to play. And I was watching my dad playing Madden all day too. I was just watching playing Madden. So yeah, shout out Kobe. But yeah, my brother's really what got me into it. Watching all them guys play, like y'all for real. Watching y'all play, y'all's age group, y'all was the older kids when I was like, 4? Y'all was like 12-year-olds and stuff. So
Yeah.
watching all that. That's what influenced me to play. So when I was the age to play, been playing since.
So the brother thing runs deep on a couple of levels because, first of all, Elite Air is built on like me and all our partners, like our care for our little brothers. Like I like to say that with Jacob, we build Elite Air on like how can we help athletes like they're our little brothers. Like what do they need? A Gatorade? Do they need like a nice fit? Do they need somebody to play catch with them? Mm-hmm. So and my brother got good at playing sports because he was playing with all my friends that were 6 years older than him. Yeah. So how good do you think it made you? Like how much did it help you just like, playing with all the older kids? Yeah.
A lot. I would say just going over to like houses with them, rough houses, and like playing tackle football with.
We're playing with older people, bigger people.
And then I wouldn't even say I didn't think I was good because they was messing me up. But when I was around kids like my size, but I was a bigger kid. So
yeah.
Kids my age, it was nothing. So
yeah. Because you're used to playing.
That did help. And then playing like my brother, I was the youngest, so I got picked on. So that helped me. I was the youngest, everybody, like all my cousins and my siblings and stuff. So playing sports with them and just being around them is what I'll say shaped me and helped me be better in my own age group.
For sure. Mm-hmm. So Reevely's little brother, Slade. Have you been watching any of his film?
Nah, yeah, I've seen him. I've been checking Slade out.
Yeah, because he's got the same thing going with him. Because he was playing, I guess, with you guys.
Yeah.
Were you playing football with Slade and Reevely and all them? And
yeah, we used to always say Slade was gonna be bigger than him.
He is.
Yeah. His mom said he was smarter than him too. I don't mean to drop that.
I'm not gonna drop that on record.
Yeah. His mom said it. His mom said it.
I mean, Reeve he's at West Point Academy.
No, that's pretty smart. So how you gonna be smarter than Reeve?
I mean, we'll see how that shakes out. But shout out Slade for sure.
Shout out the whole family for real.
Yeah, we'll see them soon. Very soon.
Yeah, they all be. They're smart kids, but yeah, Slade got what it takes. I like Slade.
No, I'm seeing like Terrell Suggs comps.
That's
what I see because we were at most of the games this year. Yeah. I'm seeing Terrell Suggs comps. He's about to.
I need to watch him play. I checked out his highlights though.
I mean, he's reading. Yeah. He read a screen early this year. Took it for a pick six.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Game too, right?
Yeah, it did.
Well, speaking of Slade and like people like Slade, maybe in that similar position, like you got any advice to like maybe big time guys that are in under recruited areas? Like this isn't like a big recruited like area.
Yeah. True.
So like, what do you think could help him or people like him stand out? The
film. That's really what it is. It comes down to the film. this being a under recruited area, you have to just stand out from everybody.
Like if you're a dog, they're gonna find you.
Yeah, they gonna
but it's
find you.
about like
And GPA first and foremost. But yeah, you have to stand out on the field at everything you do, special teams, defense, offense. You gotta go before you. I mean, you don't have to go. I mean, I don't know how it is now, but there's not too many kids around. I mean, it might be. Is there more kids around here now? I mean, everybody on my team had to go both ways. So
there's been trouble with some of the schools.
Everybody that's been good out of here is going both ways. So
yeah, I would agree. You got to play more reps to kind of get that exposure.
Yeah.
Do you miss playing offense?
You're a horse.
I don't miss it. I like playing defense now.
Yeah.
I love playing defense now. But it was fun. Definitely. I was playing my whole life. And I definitely wish I changed my mindset to like a defensive mindset. Because in high school, I was like, I'm running back. So like when I was tired, I didn't come off the field. So like when I was tired, and I had a really bad cramping problem. So like just being like trying to prepare myself or like be able to go the whole game, pace myself, I would like not go as hard on defense sometimes. And then that was probably the biggest regret of my high school playing time, was not actually going as hard on defense.
But you ended up getting looks for defense.
Yeah, I did.
It's funny how that works out.
That's all it looks. Basically, I had a couple to go play running back, and then there's a couple schools were like, you can come here and then you can pick what you want to do. But that, I feel like that was just a gag to get me to try to come there and just
throw it on defense.
Yeah. So speaking of gag and like kind of schools, like, so Coach Ernie Sims, was he initially the guy that came to JF and like?
No, he was not. The first guy that came to JF was a guy named Coach Shane Burnham. Shout out Coach Burnham. But he came and he recruited me. And then I took a picture next to him. And then they sent it to the linebacker coach, Coach Shannon. And then they offered me that night. So that's how I got in contact with them, with Coach Heupel's staff and Coach Shannon and Coach Burnham. And Coach Scott.
It's a lot to even unpack from just the names that you said, because all those guys aren't at UCF anymore.
No, they're not.
Talk about that transition from like seeing how I mean, you've probably seen how college coaches kind of like
carousel.
It's
yeah.
like yeah, but from actually going through it, like talk about how that transition kind of happened for you.
It was weird at first, cause my first year in, I was hurt, so I didn't get a relationship on the field with the coaches, but only in the meeting room. So when they left, that's when like the portal just started like getting like mainstream. So they were taking, players with them and stuff like that. But I was going to stay because they brought in Coach Malzahn, and that was an exciting opportunity.
Yeah, that's a superstar.
Coach Malzahn coming in, that's an exciting opportunity. So I was like, okay, this is where I came. And then my dad always taught me, or told me, when going through this whole process, don't commit to the coaching staff because you see what just happened. Don't commit to the coach staff. Just commit to where you want to go and where you feel most is going to best help you become a man and develop into a man. So I was like, all right, I'm here. It's football. I'm going to compete. So yeah, it was weird, because I was young and I wasn't like as outspoken. I was like, because you have to develop relationships with these coaches. So
I mean, you're still literally just like 17, 18, trying to figure shit out.
But yeah, you gotta develop relationships. So I was just like, I could have been more outspoken with mine.
Is that what you think is like you've developed the most?
Yeah,
outspokenness.
Yeah, I still struggle with it though. But yeah,
it's always something you get better at. You might be a public speaker one day. Who knows?
Who knows? I don't see it though.
No. Anything else that like they helped you develop as a man, as a person?
Yeah,
leadership.
I went down there. Yeah, the coaches, they definitely cared about. Coach Malzahn, when he came in, he hired a staff that was like, all right, I'm gonna hire people who are also good people, not just
That's the best. Not just good football coaches.
Not just coaches.
They're good. They're good people.
Yeah, try to use you to, better their career. But yeah, every coach we had, they were all God-fearing men. He had them all like go up and tell their life stories, like the whole it was like I think there's during fall camp was blur. So there's I think it's like every other day during fall camp they were like each coach would go one by one and just tell how they got to where they are today and stuff. So you got to like know your coaches on a personal level, not just because it gets like during the season it'll get like that. Like that's the nature of the business because game, then you gotta after the game's over you gotta go next week. Yeah. So during the season, it can get lost a little bit of who we are and what our mission is as men first and foremost to grow and develop. But they still, it was still known that we were cared about by our coaches. So that's what I would say was good about that staff. It was like that with the last staff too, but I didn't experience it as much because I was hurt, like I said. For sure.
No, I love that point because the way we've tried to build like our culture is like, hey, yeah, we want to sign good athletes to bring into the culture, but we also want to have good people. And like, what are you going to do after your career of playing is over? Like, we still want people to be a part of Elite Era after their sports careers are over. So it's like, are you a good person outside, or are you just a good football player?
Yeah.
Which obviously you're all of the above.
A well-rounded young man.
Balanced men. Always be balanced men.
So early on in your college career, you talked about getting hurt. I believe you had a surgery on your shoulder.
I had a surgery on my hip.
Okay.
On my hip.
Talk about how that, like how you got to stay strong mentally throughout that process.
Yeah, it was interesting. I had the problem my whole senior year of high school. I was like feeling it, but I wasn't trying to like sit out my last senior year.
Yeah.
So I was just taking yoga classes to see like, all right, I'm just going to do some yoga.
Do you recommend yoga? Like people have been recommending yoga to me.
I recommend
I've heard that
stretching every day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I recommend heavy hitting for sure. But so I went and got an MRI. With my dad, I just told my dad, I said, yeah, it's not getting better. So we went and got an MRI, and then there was like, I had torn my labrum in my hip.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was messed up because during that whole little thing where we were trying to get like the surgery organized, COVID hit. So like, we had like delay the surgery, and I would say it was harder staying strong in that time because like I'm cooped up in the bed and it's like also like dang, whatever was going on outside. So,
end of the world.
Yeah.
Outside.
So it was just a weird time. But once I got down there, I was healthy, and then I had rehabbed, and as I was going through my rehab process, my strength coach, I guess he was just evaluating me and seeing stuff, and I guess he saw like I can't remember the word. I'll say an imbalance in my hips, and then he said, "Let's go get the other one scanned for MRI."
Like they were misaligned, or one was higher than the other. Jacob had that too.
Yeah.
Jacob had that too. Yeah.
But
you're like walking weird.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. But then we went to get the MRI, and the same thing had happened in the other one. So that one was a little devastating, just because dang,
you thought you were back.
I put all the work in. I was about to come back basically, and then that happened. And then so I was like, all right, well, I'm young. This is COVID year anyway, so it was just a year.
It's like when you're going through it, you feel like you ain't never gonna get out of it, and now here it is, like 3 years later. Now it's like on to the next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
But yeah, so that I rehabbed that. I sat out my first year, and then
So how much eligibility do you have left?
I have 2 years left.
Yes, okay.
That's good stuff.
Yes,
So did you have like a welcome to college type moment? Like maybe you walked on the practice field and like your first day, or?
Let me think. I mean, when I first when Coach Travis Williams came in, that was the new linebackers coach when I was on staff. He used to do something called night drill, and it was basically just board drill, and you would just, you just hit. But I was like one of the biggest in the room.
Yeah, I know you're not out there. Yeah. Probably like let,
Oh. Oh, okay. That's what you think? But he put me up against Tatum, this dude, Tatum Bethune. He's Florida State's linebacker. 15 Florida State.
Okay.
Yeah, he put me up against him. Yeah, he gave me the business. But yeah.
That's how it be though.
That's how it be.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out Tatum.
Yeah, he balled out this year. But and then I would say the first action moment, like real football action, I got pulled. It was this guard we had named Cole Schneider, and he didn't care what was in front of him. So
where's he from?
Where is he from?
You don't mind me asking. Shout out Cole Snyder.
He's somewhere in Florida.
Okay.
I can't remember where. But I was on the edge. Line went down. I said, okay. Right before I could even say it, I said okay, but right before I could say K, he was like right here, and I was on my back. But yeah, that was another welcome to college moments for sure. But he played I think he's signed to Green Bay right now. So shout out Cole, for real.
Man, if it ain't nothing more I love, it's nothing. I love a lineman that just don't give about nothing. Man.
Yeah, he don't care. He didn't care. So shout out Cole.
Let's talk about Coach Bob Christmas for a little bit and his impact from where you came in and seen JF football to where he left it immediately, kind of like after you left the program, he left as well. How do you feel about that?
About Coach Christmas? I got a lot of respect for Coach Christmas. And he really brought me, excitement to come to high school, really. Because when y'all were going undefeated, and I was watching that from the stands, I was just ready for it to be my turn to do that. So once I finally got to meet Coach Christmas and work with him, he poured a lot into me and as a man and to everybody, really. So I feel like everybody can come back to you now. In the time, we was probably like, oh, here we go again, Coach Christmas.
Here we go.
Coach Christmas. But he always, it's crazy though, because he always would say that. He would be like, I got players telling me how much they thank me for what I used to do, put y'all through and stuff like that.
Years later.
Yeah, years later. And I'll be like, man, here you go.
Coach Christmas talking again.
But for real, I didn't think it would hit as fast as it did. Because when I got to college, and just the morals that he put into all the players and stuff, I still struggle. I mean, I'm not gonna. It was still a transition.
Yeah, absolutely.
The stuff that Coach Christmas laid the foundation for, it made it a lot smoother. And I saw people that mainly didn't have that coming from their high school struggle more than what I was used to. Because we was getting up since Minnesota, 7 a.m.
Oh yeah.
So once it came to getting up early, that was no longer a problem.
Right. Yeah. Running from a 4A, not a 6-7A, 4A, just public school to a major D1 ball. I feel like Coach Christmas is up there in the top echelon of coaches to bridge that gap to get you ready. For sure.
Since we're on Coach Christmas, grab that little piece behind us. Can you reach him, Malik, or can you get a Keenan?
Oh yeah.
The hammer study. Says it. No, other one. Left.
This one here?
Yeah, Keenan's got it. So since we're talking Coach Christmas, shout out Coach Christmas. That was kind of our first big co-brand order.
Yeah, y'all
those
know. I remember you said you was trying to get the Amherst.
Man, I was for years. I was trying to get Coach Christmas to order that, but
so they had the jerseys. They just had merch
No, they just got the hoodies that we're gonna do sweatpants too. We had problems with sweatpants, but yeah, you're good. You're good. But yeah, Coach Christmas, like, he was patient. He like gave us the chance, and he let us do hoodies for the team. They turned out great.
Yeah, Coach Christmas, he definitely was. He had us with some good gear too.
Oh no, I saw the gear you got for y'all too. I mean, you got you a brand new field first of all.
You would have to work for it though. Selling them cards,
selling them gold cards.
30 gold cards.
I used to hate when he used to pull those out, bro.
They're still doing them too. Some of these schools are still doing gold cards.
We're trying to get into that and replace that with something that could help Elite and the gold card, because that gold card shit is just getting played out.
No, there are better fundraising ways to do it. A lot of schools, there are schools in Florida like something like IMG Academy, not IMG, but they're doing like video fundraisers, and we've been going hard on the videos lately. Yeah. So I would like to do video fundraisers somehow if we can figure out how to do that. But yeah, we're to close up on Christmas. We were at his last like ever coaching game. Yeah. The kids didn't know it was his last game, but we did. Yeah. And like his speeches, how were his speeches for you guys? Because his like pregame speech, his halftime speech, and that postgame speech, they were all fire. We have the raw footage.
I'd say it was two people that had the craziest speeches.
I think I know what you're about to say. His son, right?
Okay, him too. I forgot about
A Little Christmas is great. I'm trying to catch one of their games. He's coaching down in Georgia.
I remember he came down. Yeah, Little Christmas. I mean,
talking about Kevin.
I can't.
Yeah, Kevin. I saw Christmas.
Kevin. I'm thinking about Kevin. Okay, I'm thinking about the other one.
Which is one of them is like literally
Michael. I'm so sorry.
I think there's a
psycho for real.
Like, it's the one. He used to come down and like. During the wintertime, he'll only come down for the wintertime. This
dude will have you ready to
go. He was making us do like crazy stuff. And I apologize not remembering his name, but I remember you. Trust me. But
it's probably Kevin. He's a strange kid.
It wasn't Kevin.
I think it might be Michael. I think it might be Michael.
Yeah, it was Kevin
or something like that.
He would come down. But he came down for a game or a couple of games, and he had a great speech too. But the Coach Christmas had some good speeches. Especially if we were losing, he would come in, he'd take his glasses off. And start going crazy. But then we had Coach Smith. That was Coach Christmas would go first, tell us what we were gonna do, strategy and stuff. And then Coach Smith would just come in and just break something or something, and then you hit somebody or something. But that'd get us right, because when we were down to Amherst that one year, about like 4 touchdowns or something, Coach Smith came in and just broke up acting on the floor, and then came back and won. So it worked.
Halftime speeches work when you break things. Nobody forget that.
I just love that coaching staff, man. That staff.
Yeah, that was a great staff.
Fire. I guess we won't talk too much about. I guess we can touch on. You played your last year with Coach Paul Smith.
Coach White.
Coach White, yeah,
Coach White. Paul White, yeah, that's first name.
Paul White, yeah.
But I like Coach White. We like Coach White too. Coach White, we came in and he had the same expectation. We still worked hard, and he just was. He was a funny guy though. I say it was just. He was just a little more let you see his personality, coach. Mm-hmm. And as a Coach Christmas, I mean, he still, he would actually.
I feel like I know exactly what
you know what I'm trying to say.
No, because you see that now. You got like a Belichick who is like, and then you got like a Harbaugh who's emotional. It was like players.
I feel like when we were on I'll say about Coach Christmas, when we stepped on the field. There was none of that, but like he still connected with us, and then try to fellowship with us and stuff, and then things like that. But Coach White, he was more of a player's coach and just like try to. He would talk. His style of coaching wasn't yelling at you. It was more making fun of you, and then, but like also getting on you like you can't be having that.
Yeah, I remember it was like halftime or something, and y'all were probably winning or something, and you was on Snapchat, and I was like, ain't no way. Because I'm thinking Coach Christmas don't even let you have the phone out, really, but, I mean, he probably lightened up as we kind of left, but I'm talking about the halftime, that was just a no-go, bro.
The halftime, yeah. I don't think we were winning, because we were playing Rushburg on senior night.
Oh yeah.
And we were losing that game, and then we lost that game. I don't think we would have made the playoffs, something like that. But that's just how he got us right, because he just said, "All right, turn the music on, and let's get crunk."
Turn the music on.
And then we just turned the music on, then we came out and won.
Coaching styles.
If it worked, I mean, that's how you roll. That's how you roll.
Yeah.
Shoot. Would you ever be a head coach? Would you ever go into coaching after?
I thought about coaching. I would do high school.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I thought about college coaching, but I wouldn't. The way that college football is now with NIL and stuff, I was just because I wanted to get into coaching for like what it did for me. You know?
Yeah,
I know what
for
coaches
sure,
meant
for
to
sure.
me, and if I were to do that later on in life,
Yeah, oh, for sure. We're talking long term. Yeah. We had Camden Beecraft on last week for the
Yeah.
pod, and he's like the coach at Emory Henry, offensive coordinator at
oh,
Emory
for
Henry.
real.
So I was just throwing it out there, wondering.
Yeah, I would do high school just because I know what high school
impact
coaches can do for kids and stuff. I know. I've seen it. And that's something that I would, like doing with my life after I'm done being competitive with sports.
Make sure, for sure, makes sense.
I need to find something to get competitive in.
Yeah.
After I'm done. I might do like a basketball league or something.
Because the edge is not going to go away.
It's not.
It's not going to go away.
It's not.
So, I know you're a big like family guy.
Yes, sir.
How much would you say your family plays a factor in what you decide to do next?
How much do they play a factor?
Mm-hmm.
I like to be closer to my family. So I would say it plays a factor. So yeah, I want to be able to, because when I was in Florida, and thank God nothing major happened with my family while I was in Florida, but like if little stuff would happen and I'll get a phone call, I'll be like, "Dad, I can't even get up there right
Can't
now."
do nothing.
16 hours.
Yeah, so like just that feeling I didn't really like. So just having the peace of mind of being able to get up here when I need to would be better as of right now. Because I done been away from my family. I done got homesick. I done dealt with all that. So I would like to be closer to home in my next place of school.
Okay.
And
Good stuff, man. So you're here for the time being, you said?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a camp coming up April 13th, rain date April 27th. Always got to throw that rain date, crucial, but yeah. Should be James River Day School skills camp, inviting all coaches, everyone in our pipeline, athletes, anyone that can help develop the next class coming up, get to where you've been, and the process that you've seen. Formally, definitely inviting you to come to that.
Yeah. You said is that James River Day School?
Yep.
Okay.
April
So
13th.
April 13th?
Yep.
For sure. Yeah, I was trying to catch. I remember Luther Maddie was holding a camp. I was trying to come to that. So like, there's a lot of them that I've been trying to come to, but I just been in Florida. So yeah, for sure. I'd love to come to that.
We definitely trying to plug in with Luther too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk to
Shout out Luther. That's my
I think Luther's got a really nice podcast he's got going on. I met him one time at number 7.
Yeah.
And I know you and Brian know him pretty well.
Mm.
So I know he's doing good stuff that kind of runs in conjunction with what we're doing. So it's like someone we definitely want to partner with. But yeah, the camp, we're excited about it. We kind of just want to do something to get the kids exposure.
Right.
Kind of probably teach them a couple of development lessons, like some leadership. I'd like to have some speakers there. How to use your social media to brand yourself. Kind of the whole works, not just like we're gonna have a lot of skill stuff going on, but also like again how to be a balanced man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pushing hard for that camp.
What's the age group for the camp?
So right now we got pretty much, it's called the top 80 camp.
Okay.
So we're trying to get as many 9th through 12th graders that are got aspirations to play at that next level, but or even just develop their game if they even don't even want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so top 80 camp April 13th, James River Day School, powered by Elite Era. Got trying to have vendors, food, the whole 9 for 8-hour camp. So
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, if I'm free, yeah, because April, that'd be.
yeah, I know spring ball gonna be
spring ball,
starting.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
So,
know,
I'm around. Is that on a weekend?
I believe that's a Saturday morning.
Yeah, we put it on a Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a greater chance then.
Yeah. We
Definitely a
figured.
greater chance.
No, we're definitely trying to do a lot of events this year. So you're in town for foreseeable future. Got anything going on next Thursday?
No.
Grand opening, ribbon cutting
Okay.
here
Right.
at the office 4:00.
Okay.
Just kind of new office
Okay.
party kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like
Okay.
we can get the scissors out, cut the big ribbon. I believe we're gonna have some like nice tacos and food and stuff. Donuts. You got a donut truck? Okay, cool.
Shout out my
Yeah.
donut truck that's in process.
Yeah, everything's in the process. Really, man. But yeah, welcome to come to that.
Sure,
it's kind of like
sure.
forward to floating. Kind of
Okay.
however late we want to go.
How long y'all had this office for? I mean,
October.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been here since like October, September, October. I think that's when Tommy started charging us rent, so October. But I love it here. I mean, it's been great. We needed a space where we could like store all our retail stuff, bring people in to have meetings. And then he kind of shared our vision on the podcast room. He does a lot of music. There's a drum set downstairs if you ever want to go hit the drums.
Yeah, okay.
Like blow off some steam. And we decided to turn this into a podcast room. So it's going to host our era. It's called Peacefield Studios. So we're going to, I'd like to like kind of lease it out, rent it out to any local people trying to start a podcast, record an audiobook, record music, kind of anything. You want to rap? You can get rap.
I do want to hear about them weight room freestyles. You want to get on the mic right quick.
weight room freestyles?
Yeah.
What, in jail? I mean, we didn't get to play music until we'd be on the bus. Are you talking Marvin freestyles?
I'm talking about, I think you was freestyling. I think you a low-key rapper.
Who?
You.
Low key? Not low key.
Hey, Drake said all the athletes want to be rappers. He did say that.
Me and my friend Josh, we would be rapping a lot. Yeah, we would rap a lot. Just in school and stuff. But
Josh Harris?
Josh Harris, yes.
Josh Harris, yeah. We played with him on.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh. Shout out Rex, man. Josh is making great music.
He really is a rapper. Like he doing his thing on Spotify.
Nah, he talented. Dog talented. But yeah, he been like that. So I would say I'm crazy or nothing, but I mean I could like make some couple. I can make like 5 bars without stuttering.
That's good
Let's
enough.
hear 5 bars right quick. About a document.
I need a beat. You can't just acapella.
Yeah, throw some beat up.
No, I'm not even a rapper like that though. and I can't. Sorry, mama, but I'm gonna start my cuss or something. So we don't want to do that.
No, we're trying to keep it clean for all the LCA folks. Brian told us to keep it clean for the LCA folks that he's got to have watching the Liberty crowd. We got to stay at least PG-13.
Yeah, catch the uncensored version though.
The Uncensored Dong podcast. That's like Kevin Dong. Shout out Kevin Dong. That podcast was very uncensored.
Giving away a lot of free clout this episode for sure.
Yeah, we might have to censor that, honestly. Charge for that. No more free clout, though.
No more free clout. Yeah.
Are we shouting out East Coast Wings?
Shout out East Coast Wings for tonight's catering meal. I feel like we should do like something separate for them.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out East Coast Wings. I got no more questions. I think this has been great though.
So, appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, for sure. No, closing statements, like, we want to be a platform again. I'll beat it to death. We want to be a platform. So if you got any causes or like anything you want to bring awareness to or anything you want to promote, even just like happy birthday to your mom or your dad, like hit us with it.
Yeah, appreciate that. Sure. Happy birthday, mom. We missed it.
Yeah.
I'll got you that.
We'll backdate it. Or we'll forward date it for next year. But yeah, follow Keenan Cupit at
Keenan Cupit.
At Keenan KQ35.
Keenan KEENAN CUPIT. First and last.
Perfect. Cupid with a T. No hearts.
Please with a T.
No hearts. No, Jacob had to fix me on one. I'm like,
It happens so often.
I know.